Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Rays MLB 25 franchise. It is opening day for Season 3. You can see right there on the middle left of the screen, the first year we won 95 games, got in as a wild card, lost to the Yankees in 3. Then last season we were 20 games worse, mostly because we sold some players at the deadline, had some injuries in our pitching staff, and generally just did not hit as well, especially for power. But that should hopefully change this year. We have our generational player, Lou Garcia, right there. Going to be his first full season. He's going to be starting at second base, joined by fellow rookie Andres Figueroa, playing left field and DH. And then we have a new number 5 starter, Jackson Ferris. We saw him make his debut at the end of the year last year, and he won the battle in spring training. So we're going to get in here to opening day at Yankee Stadium against Max Fried and the Bronx Bombers with Shane McClanahan on the mound. We are going to just watch CPU versus CPU. I'm not going to play this game. I want to see how these guys play in the sim. So let's hop in here right now and get started with opening day of Season 3. Welcome back, everybody, to another season of the Tampa Bay Rays franchise here in the Bronx against the Yankees. Got a lot of young guys in our roster. Excited to get to see these guys all together, and hopefully we can turn this team around. One thing I want to point out, we have the youngest team in the division by far, averaging 23 years of age in the starting lineup. Rotation's only 26 for a combined 24.4, almost 4 years younger than any other team in the division. That's good and bad. We don't have a lot of aging players. We don't have a lot of big contracts, but we also don't have the highest overalls because we haven't developed. So we'll have to see how that plays out this season. And get our first real test right here at New York to start the season. Big series. And you can see they think Figueroa's going to lead us in OPS and average, Morel and home runs and RBIs. I don't think Caballero's going to get 31 steals. He's not going to play enough to get that many steals. And on the mound for the Yankees, Max Fried, their opening day starter. Good year last year. Doesn't have the highest strikeout rate, great walk rate. And see if we can jump on him early. And first man up we're going to see, Andres Figueroa starting his rookie season. Got 2 rookies at the top of the order. Be curious how that works out as we go during the season. And Figueroa's going to hit a tapper to second base. Jazz Chisholm gets it and guns him down. And that's how we start Season 3 with a ground out. And that'll bring in Richie Palacios, playing center field today. He's going to play Chandler Simpson against lefties, but Palacios is much, much better against lefties. So we give him the first shot here. And he's going to hit a pop-up on the infield. And the newest Yankee, Alec Boehm, signed as a free agent. Going to take that easily for the second out. Now bring up the man, Lou Garcia, our generational prospect. Now he's a generational starter at second base. Hopefully he can get off to a really quick start this season. Need his bat to really supply some damage. High in the batting order, and here's a shot to left field, but Stanton's going to easily have that. And the Rays go down 1-2-3 in the first inning of the new season. And let's see how Shane and the boys do on defense in the bottom half. And there he is. Shane McClanahan's led the majors in strikeouts each of the last 2 seasons. Had a little bit of a down year last year because he gave up more home runs than usual. Hopefully he can bounce back. And the first man he's going to face is Jazz Chisholm. 35 home runs in the leadoff spot. That's a lot of damage at the top, but that 240 average also means he doesn't get on a ton. And there's a strikeout to start the season for Shane. Par for the course. And that'll bring in Alec Boehm, their free agent signing. 28 home runs, 87 ribs with the Phillies. Crushes lefties. And he's going to hit a pop-up on the infield. Lou's going to run in. He's going to get his first fielding chance of the season, and that's the second out. That'll bring up Aaron Judge, the big man. You can see his average was way down. 262 is down for him. So is his home runs. Still drove in 111. There's going to be a smash past shortstop through that 5.5 hole, and that'll be a base hit for the Yankees. They get their first man on base. And that brings in Stanton. Still has a lot of power. Average and speed are not his thing anymore. Got a 2-2 count here, and Shane gets him to swing and miss on the changeup and strikes him out. So give up the 2-out hit, but nothing else. So we're through 1 inning on opening day, and it's scoreless. And leading off Second inning, Junior Caminero, need him to improve those home runs and RBIs, preferably double each. He was hitting over 290 for most of the season, had a rough September. And we got a 2-2 count here, and here's the pitch from Fried, and he takes strike 3. Need to see him swing the bat more and put the ball in play. There's one down. That'll bring in Trey Morgan. We had him playing first base last year. That's what he did after we called him up. He's going to play right field. See how he does. Flip him and Sanchez. 3-0 count. Gets ahead, and he's going to take ball 4. So we get our first base runner of the season, Trey Morgan. On a walk. That'll bring in Christopher Morel. See what he did. 21 home runs, 81 RBIs last year. With Brandon Lau gone, he's our big power bat. Down to count 1-2, though, so 1 on, 1 out. Here's Fried's pitch. And it's going to be a smash up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. So it's our first hit of the year. And we get 2 guys on with 1 out. That'll bring in Willie Sanchez. Give him his second chance here. He had a huge opening day last year, if you remember. But he struggled throughout the year. He's up and down. Now we moved him to first base. Hopefully he can just relax. Use that hit tool, which is why we have him in the order. And it's going to be ball 4 to him. So there we go. 1 out rally. You have 1 on. Bases are loaded now. Carson Williams, Gold Glove shortstop. Got to work on his offense this year. And the first pitch from Fried is going to be a fly ball down the left field line. Stanton on his horse. Curving foul. And he catches up against the wall. And that's going to score a run. We're going to tag and score. Morgan easily walks in from third base. And the Rays get on the board in their first run of the season is a sac fly by Carson Williams. We still have 2 on and 2 out. Sam Basallo is going to hit a pop fly behind third base. Bohm's going to take that in fair territory for the 3rd out. Get the bases loaded, 1 out. Do score 1 run. Feel like we lost the chance there to put up a crooked number, but we go to the bottom of the 2nd. It's 1-0. And leading off for the Yankees, the new first baseman, Lamont Wade. Signed him as a free agent. Shane's ahead in the count 0-2. Here's his pitch. That's going to be a shot to right field, and that one's gone. This game is tied just like that, and that was not a cheap Yankee Stadium home run either. 394 to straightaway left. So Wade makes a great impression in his first at-bat with the Yankees. And this game is quickly tied. I don't think Shane wanted that location, 0-2. It's bad enough we got to deal with Judge and Stanton. Now you got this guy behind him hitting home runs as well. Makes this lineup very difficult to pitch to. See, he's wearing Dave Winfield's old number 31. See how Shane bounces back. That was his big bugaboo last year, was the home run ball. And that'll bring in third baseman Harper Bradley DHing today. We got 3 third basemen in the lineup with Chisholm, Bohm, and Bradley. Bradley platoons against lefties. And it's going to be a ground ball past McClanahan and into center field, so they get another base runner. So the Yankees get a home run and a single to start the 2nd. That's going to bring in Volpe. He had a big home run in the playoffs against us in year 1. Got 1 on and nobody out. Shane's ahead in the count 0-1. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a fly ball in the right field. There's our first opportunity to see Trey Morgan playing right field, and he's got that easily for the first out of the inning. Got to bring in Jason Dominguez playing center field. And he takes a pitch as a strike to throw down, and he's out. So Bradley gets gunned down, and it wasn't even close. Basallo, great strong throw on the bag. Let's see this replay. Right there. Lou snaps the tag down, and that snuffs out that opportunity. So now there's nobody on and 2 out. See if Shane can finish him off. 2-2 pitch, and it's strike 3. Takes the changeup, knee high. Lamont Wade, solo shot to start the inning, has this game tied as we go to the 3rd. And leading off, Andres Figueroa, big rookie left fielder. 2-2 pitch to him. And it's going to be a shot into left field, and Stanton's going to race back, shy of the warning track though, and he's going to have that for the first out. I was looking before the game. The Rays have 12 top 100 prospects. We are the number 1 farm system in the game. And here's a smash into right center field by Palacios. That's going to get down and get to the wall. And that's going to be our first extra base hit of the season. Richie loving that playing time and batting high in the order, and now we have a man in scoring position with only 1 out. Now it'll bring up Lou Garcia and Junior Caminero behind him. 1-1 pitch, and that's going to be a tapper to first base. Wade's got it. He's going to beat him to the bag, and the runner's going to move up to third. Can't wait for Lou to start hitting some extra base hits, as well as Junior here. He's got a chance, and it's going to be a ground ball to short. Volpe's got it. Easy throw across the diamond. And we wasted that extra base hit with 1 out. As we go to the bottom of third, it's still tied at 1. And leading off, Ronaldo Hernandez. See what he did in his limited play last year. We saw him in the playoffs 2 years ago. So he's their platoon against lefties. Austin Wells plays against righties. Shane's ahead 1-2. And he swings and misses and strikes him out. Start the inning with another K. That's number 4 for Shane. That'll bring in Jazz. He struck out his first time. 0-2 pitch to him. He's going to swing and miss and strike out on a curveball. So that's back-to-back Ks by Shane. Gets him up to 5 in the game. That'll bring in Bohm. He's ahead in the count 3-0, and then make that 4-0 as a 4-pitch walk. It's going to put him on base in front of Judge. That's never a good idea. So you got 1 on and 2 out. See if Shane can get around this. And it's going to be a little line shot to second base, and Lou's got that for the 3rd out, so we avoid any damage there. Dodge a little bit of a bullet. Looked like that was going into the right center field gap, and we're going to go to the 4th inning. It's still tied. And Trey Morgan's going to lead it off. He walked his first time up. Here's the pitch. And that's a shot into right center field. And that one's gone. Our first home run of the season. Trey Morgan into the bullpen. There we go. He's not a rookie anymore. He is one of those very young players in our lineup, as I pointed out before the game, and the youngest team in the American League East, 416 feet. And that gets us back the lead. Check out this replay. Belt high, and he did not miss. Everybody knew that was gone. Just how far. Towering shot as well. Need more of that. Need that from Lou. Need that from Junior. Need it from Morel, Morgan, all those guys. Now to bring in Morel. Nobody on. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses and strikes out on the changeup for the first out. Saw one of the ticker scrolls there. The Rays are predicted to go 82-80 and get the last wild card. Hopefully we'll have more than 82 wins. We'll see how it goes. And Sanchez strikes out for the 2nd out of the inning. High fastball guns him down. It's 3 Ks now for Fried. Now bringing Carson Williams. Hit the sac fly his last time up to get us on the board. He's going to ground ball to 3rd. And Bohm's going to throw him out. Trey Morgan got us going with that leadoff home run. And then we went down quickly after that, but we head to the bottom of the 4th. It's 2-1 good guys. And leading off is going to be Stanton. Struck him out his first time. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a smash over the shortstop's head into left field. Figueroa's got that. He'll easily hold him to a single. Stanton's not very fast at all. Now to bring in Lamont Wade. Hit the solo shot to get the Yankees on the board his last time. And he's going to swing and miss and strike out on a fastball right down the middle. Blew him away. 90. I'd say 96, 98. I'm going to bring in Harper Bradley. Singled and caught stealing his first time. 0-2 pitch, and he strikes out on a nasty curveball. Almost hit his back foot. Shane's got the strikeout pitch going today. That's 7 Ks. Rolling in the 4th inning. He's got Volpe down in the hole 0-2. And it's going to be a fly ball into center field. Drifting back is Palacios, shy of the warning track, takes it on the run, and that's the 3rd out. So we give up a leadoff single, and then Shane settles down, strikes out 2 of the next 3 guys. And we're going to the 5th inning with Tampa Bay up 2-1. And leading off, Sam Basallo. 3-1 pitch to him is inside for ball 4. So he's going to get on first to start the inning. Gotta love when you get the leadoff man on. That'll bring in Figueroa. Need to get his bat going. He and Lou are the most important guys at the top of the order, and he strikes out on a pitch up and away for the 1st out. And that'll bring in Palacios. Doubled his last time up, but got stranded. Got 1 on, 1 out. That's going to be a base hit up the middle. Now we're going to have 2 men on with 1 out. Oh, and Basallo's going to go, and here's the throw by Dominguez, and he is easily out at 3rd base. What was he thinking? What a bonehead play. He was already in scoring position. That would give us 1st and 2nd with 1 out. And Dominguez was in shallow center field and just throws a strike, and it wasn't even close. Man, run yourself out of an inning. So now we got 1 on and 2 out. And a pitch is a strike, throw down, and Palacios is easily in with a stolen base. Gets a man back in scoring position. He had 16 steals last year. Now Lou, if we can get a 2-out RBI hit. Nope. Got under that. It's going to be a casual fly to center field. Dominguez chases it down, and that's the 3rd out. So he blew a chance with 2 men on with a base running error by the catcher, and we go to the bottom of the inning. We're still up 2-1. And Dominguez is going to lead it off after he just got done throwing Basallo out at third base. And he's going to hit a fly ball in the shallow center field, or straightaway center field, I should say, and Palacios easily gets that for the 1st out. That'll bring in the catcher again. Ronaldo Hernandez 0 for 1 with a K, his first time. 1-2 pitch. That's going to be a pop-up behind the plate, foul territory. Sam's going to drift over and catch that for the 2nd out. And that'll bring in Jazz. He's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. Down at count 0-2. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses and strikes out on a curveball, so that's 3 straight strikeouts by Jazz. That's 8 in the game for Shane, and we go to the top of the 6th inning. It's 2-1 Tampa Bay. Leading off, Junior Caminero. We really need him to perform well with the bat this year. And he's going to swing and miss on a curveball way inside, strike 3. Not sure what he was doing swinging at that one. That was a ball. That'll bring in Morgan. Homered his last time. 1-1 pitch from Fried. It's going to be a ground ball to third, and Bohm's going to take that and throw him out for the 2nd out. I expect us to be a little inconsistent at the plate with so many young players. But veterans like Morel, Caminero, they really need to do the job this year. And Morel strikes out the end of the inning. As I said, he needs to do more. So, we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Tampa Bay clinging to that 2-1 lead as 2, 3, and 4 come up next. And leading off, Alec Bohm loves batting against lefties. 96 contact, 78 power, and he's going to take a high pitch for ball 4. So now we're going to have 1 on and nobody out. Dangerous Aaron Judge, the go-ahead run at the plate. Here's a pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Williams got it, flips to second, on to first, and they just get him. That was not hit hard, and Williams made a great play, and Lou even made a better throw. Look at this. A little tapper off the plate, charges it, underhand flip, low throw, and Lou just slings it to first and guns him down by that much, less than a half step. Nice play, boys. That'll bring in Stanton with nobody on and 2 out. This inning just took a different twist. And it's going to be a high fly ball in the left field. And Figueroa is going to easily take that for the 3rd out. So we get through the 2, 3, and 4 spots in the Yankee order. We go to the 7th inning, still clinging to that 2-1 lead. And new pitcher for the Yankees, Jake Cousins, coming in. See what he did last year in 77 innings. High ERA, high walk rate, great strikeout rate, though. He's going to take over for Max Fried through a lot of pitches in his 6 innings. Leading off, Willie Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. And it's going to be a shot into left field. Stanton running over towards the line. He takes it on the run for the 1st out. He's not the greatest defender at all. I'm kind of surprised they have him out there playing left field. That'll bring in Williams. Made a great defensive play last inning. Sac fly to get us on the board. He's going to strike out for the 2nd out. That'll bring in catcher Sam Basallo. He's thrown a guy out at second, and he's been thrown out at third himself. 3-2 pitch, and he swings and misses and strikes out on the 4-seamer off the plate. And the Rays go down very quickly here in the top of the 7th, as it's still up 2-1. And new pitcher for the Rays, Edwin Uceda, coming in. See what he did last year. Great year for him. Excellent strikeout and walk rate. First batter, Lamont Wade. Head to count 0-2, and he strikes him out on that low inside cutter for the 1st out. That'll bring in Harper Bradley, 1 for 2 on the day. 2-2 pitch to him. And he swings and misses on a changeup this time. So Uceda, quick work so far, the Yankees. And that'll bring in Volpe. He's ahead of count 1-2, and the pitch, and he strikes him out on a sweeper. So 3 straight strikeouts, all on 3 different pitches. And Uceda just chews through the order that half inning. We're going to the 8th inning, with Tampa Bay leading 2-1. And leading off now, Andres Figueroa looking for that first hit of the season. Heading to count 2-1. And it's going to be a pop-up behind home plate. And Hernandez is going to take that right on the Yankees logo. And that's the first out of the inning, as Andres having a tough opening day. That'll bring in Richie Palacios. He's not having a tough day. 2 hits and a stolen base. And it's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Volpe's got it behind the bag, throws across his body and gets him. What a play by the Yankees shortstop. That'll bring in Lou Garcia. He's 0 for 3 as well. Down on count 1-2. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a fly ball in the left center field. And racing over is Dominguez, and he's got that on the run. I'm not sure Stanton would have got to that. But we're through 7.5. It's still 2-1 Tampa Bay. And bottom of the 8th, Garrett Clevenger coming in now to pitch for the Rays. Not sure why he took Uceda out. He just chewed through them. See, Clevenger lost 12 games last year. That's pretty hard to do as a relief pitcher. First man he's going to face is Dominguez, the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball up the middle, past Garcia into center field for a hit. And that puts the tying run on to start the inning. That'll bring in the catcher, Hernandez. Clevenger heading to count 0-2. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out on a nasty cutter in on his hands. Strikes him out for the second time today. That'll bring in Jazz, who's 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. Clevenger heading to count 0-2. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out with a sweeper off the plate. That's 4 strikeouts. Golden sombrero for Jazz. And that'll bring in Bohm with 1 on and 2 out. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a fly ball into left field. Figueroa drifting into the gap, settles under it. And there we go. We got out of it. Leadoff single, stranded. And we're going to the 9th inning. Nail biter here. Tampa Bay leads 2-1. New pitcher for the Yankees, Scott Efros. Let's see what he did last year. Excellent ERA and whip in 46 and third innings. Walk rate slightly elevated, not bad. Great strikeout rate. First batter he's going to face is Junior Caminero. 0 for the day is 2 Ks. 2-2 pitch. Make that 3 Ks. He whiffs on the slider. The first out. And that'll bring in Trey Morgan. Big home run earlier to give us the 2-1 lead. Trailing in this count, 0-2. Here's the pitch. And he's going to strike out on the slider as well. So Efros coming in, striking everybody out. We got 2 down. That'll bring in Morel. He's also struck out twice today. 1-1 pitch from Efros. And he swings and misses. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
See if he can at least put this ball in play. 1-2 pitch. And he strikes out in the slider as well. So Efros, nasty slider, gets 3 Ks in the inning. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. 3, 4, and 5 coming up for the Yankees. We know who's coming in the game. Pete Fairbanks. There he is. Pistol Pete, 45 saves last year. He's had 101 saves in the last 2 seasons for the Rays. Excellent closer for us the last 2 seasons. Don't envy him having to face these guys in the 9th inning. First up is Judge. Full count. Here's the pitch from Pete. And he takes strike 3 right down the middle. He must have been looking for something else, because that was thigh high. Should have gone a long way. And that'll bring in Stanton. He's a power threat as well. The 1-0 pitch from Fairbanks. It's going to be a pop-up into shallow right center field. Trey Morgan's going to race over as they were swung around to the left for the pull hitter, and he's got it for the second out. And that comes up to Lamont Wade now. He's got the only run driven in with a home run. Down to count 0-2. Here's the pitch from Pete. And he chases a pitch way off the plate for strike 3, and the Rays win on opening day. There we go, boys. McClanahan gets the win, allows 1 run, strikes out 8. Freed takes a loss. Fairbanks gets his first save of the season. And this young team goes into New York and gets the dub on opening day. Take a look at this box score. See, 2 hits for Palacios. Morgan with the home run. 3 strikeouts for Caminero and Morel. Ritchie with a steal. McClanahan, 4 hits, 2 walks, 8 Ks, 1 run in 6 innings. Bullpen allows 1 run and a strikeout. 7 guys in the 9 batters they faced. Yankee side, we spread out 5 hits. We struck them out 15 times, including Jazz 4 times. Fried didn't pitch bad. Their bullpen allowed no hits in 3 innings. But the good guys win 2-1 on opening day. That's what we like to see. Yeah. All right, so we get the first dub in actual gameplay, but how's this team going to play in the sim? Let's find out. I'm going to work my way through this April 11th game right here with the Yankees. So we're going to have 2 solid weeks of stats for these guys. Maybe we'll have some more player moments, critical situations mixed in here. I will jump in real quick and give you a very brief look at the draft class once we get to this April 3rd date. But let's see how this team plays in the sim. Can it play as well as when we watch the games? Because there is a difference. And we win game 2, 6-3. Figueroa gets a hit. Evan Carter with a hit. Caminero hits 2 home runs. Sanchez 2 hits. Basallo 2 hits. Carson Williams a 2-run homer. Lou still looking for his first hit. Pepio is effective. And Fairbanks gets another save. There we go. Game 3. We lose 6-3. Lou's still looking for his first hit. Willie Sanchez gets his first home run. That's our only... Well, I take that back. Trey Morgan drove in a run. Shane, not effective. Roger Guy does not have a great debut. Hopefully he'll pitch better as we go. And can we win the series, or is it a split? And we win the series. Win 3 out of 4 at New York to start the season. Let's go. Richie Palacios 2 hits. Lou finally gets his first 2 hits of the season, including a home run. He had a triple and a home run. A walk, scores 3 times. Willie Sanchez hits another home run, 2 for 4, 3 RBI. He's starting the season strong. Taj Bradley continues to improve. And Brusdar Graterol gets his first appearance of the season. And we beat the Yankees 3 out of 4. All right. And we are in first place, mostly because we played more games than the other teams in the division, but I'll take that. We get our home opener against the Blue Jays, Jackson Ferris. Let's see how he does in the sim. 2 young guys, Jackson Ferris, Trey Yasevich. And we get a moment here. Ferris, see if he can continue this shutout. Let's enter the game and watch the sim. All right, facing Trent Grisham, man on second, nobody out. All right, heading to count 0-1. Ferris up to 93 pitches with this one. It's a shot down the right field line, curving foul, just missed a home run. All right, Ferris ahead in the count now, 0-2 on Trent Grisham. There's a tapper up the middle. Lou can't get it. Carter's got it. Is he going to throw him out or not? And no. So we have a tie game. So not only does Ferris not get his shutout, but we have a tie ball game. And that's it for Ferris. He was up in the mid-90s. Nice first appearance of the season. I'll take that. Now our bullpen has to keep it at 1-1 until our offense can get some more runs. And we would get a walk-off win in the bottom of the 9th inning. Gave up 4 hits in the game, 4 walks. Get 2 off Jimmy Herget. 3 for 3 for Willie Sanchez, starting the year hitting .471, one of the only hot guys in the lineup. But Carson Williams with a 2-run shot, walk-off home run. Second home run of the season. Jackson Ferris pitches great, does not get the win, but Pete does in relief as Clevenger and Fairbanks shut him down in their 2 innings and don't give up any hits. And we get the win on opening day. There we go. In game 2, Shane McClanahan, Bowden Francis. We dropped that one 3-1. No home runs allowed. That's good. 2 hits for Lou. We stole 4 bags. McClanahan pitched okay, not great. Bullpen did great job. Just didn't score enough runs. And the rubber match of the series. Do we win the series 2-1 or lose the series 2-1? And we lose the series 2-1. They hit 2 solo home runs. Barrios pitches great. 2 hits for Lou. 2 hits for Carson. He's hot to start the year. 3 more stolen bases. Pepio pitched really good. We just didn't score enough runs. And we get our first look at this draft class. You can see we're picking 10th and 38th in the first round. And you can see the rest of the picks for the rounds after that. Got a third baseman, first overall, but he is 20 years old. Mostly a defensive specialist, a little bit of a bat. And a right fielder, pretty balanced, although his defense and speed is his calling card again at 21. Starting pitcher, he's 99 overall, but he's 20. Don't trust that. There's our first 18-year-old, but he only has a 6-point split. One starting pitcher, and he's not 99 potential. There's a 99 left fielder. Not a lot of pop, good contact. Probably not going to come in on the high end of that, though. Shortstop, first decent chance there. Really good defense and speed. Passable bat, a little more pop against lefties. We're not picking until 10, though. So if you get here to 10, Michael Vargas. First baseman. He's not going to have 95 contact, so he's not going to come in on the higher end there. 92 power, that's not going to happen, so he's going to be lower than that. Everything's going to be lower. It means his contact's going to be in the 40s. Got a catcher. He could be in play, although his defense is not going to have 99 fielding or a reaction, so that's going to be dropped. So if you drop that 10 across the board, then you're looking in the 50s with his contact. That's a tight split. There's our first decent pitcher here. Throws 5 pitches. I don't know why you need a sinker and a two-seamer. Let's go look in. We got relievers. We got a few guys up here at the top. Closing pitcher. His walks aren't good. Doesn't always mean he's bad for closers. Closers typically don't have high walks per 9. There's an older catcher. And he looks like he's a B potential, so it wouldn't be too bad, but not at 23. Maybe if he was 20. Got some long-term projects there. Nothing earth-shattering in this group so far. Not a lot of 99 potentials. There's one. Looks like we're going to have to discover some players this year, which is par for the course. And we have a critical situation here where we have the bases loaded. 2 outs in the 7th at San Diego. 2-2 tie. Carson Williams is up. Let's see how we finish off this game. There's a shot into right field. That's a base hit that's going to score at least 1 run. Here comes Tatis's throw, and he guns the runner down at the plate. Here's Christopher Morel. But we do get the clutch hit from Williams and take the lead 3-2 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. And we would lose the game 6-4. Bullpen gives up 4 runs in the 8th and 9th innings. Trey Morgan, 2 RBI. Baz pitched well, but Roger Guy, our first-round pick, having a rough go, and Pete Fairbanks blew the save as well. Looks like he gave up a home run to Gregori. And after winning the first series against the Yankees, 3 out of 4, we have dropped 2 out of 3 to Toronto, 2 out of 3 to Cleveland, and 2 out of 3 to San Diego. So we sit at 6-7 as we go into this home series against the Yankees. And after beating the Yankees in Game 1, we have a situation here in Game 2. We're trailing 5-3. In the bottom of the 9th, we have 2 men on, nobody out. Lou Garcia up facing Devin Williams. Let's hop into this game. See Lou having a tough day, tough season, only hitting 179, 0 for 3 on the day. See if he can come through here. In the 9th, there's a foul. And the 0-1 pitch from Devin. It's a strike. So now Lou's down 0-2 in the count. 2 men on, nobody out against Devin Williams. And here's the pitch. Strike 3 at the knees. Stood there and took strike 2 and strike 3. Not a good look, Lou. Here's Junior. 3 for 4, double, 2 singles, driven in 3, all 3. See if he can keep it going here. 2 on, 1 out, bottom of the 9th. And that's going to be a shot into right. And it's going to drop in front of Judge, and that may get us a run, and it does. Chandler Simpson coming all the way around. It's now 5-4, and Junior Camanero's driven in all 4 runs today. Just fights that off, dumps it into right in front of Judge. Can't play it cleanly. Simpson's speed is off the charts. Nice slide to the backside of the plate, too. Now Trey Morgan up, 1 for 3. He tries to lay out a bunt and the squeeze play. What? It's a power hitter. Why does the computer do this? There's no reason for him to do a squeeze play. A sac fly ties the game. Now we have no chance without a hit. San Diego has to do something about this stupid squeeze play decisions that the CPU makes. When you got a power hitter up, it just cost us the game. Unbelievable. Simply unbelievable. You know, I could see if it was a lesser hitter like Simpson or Basallo or Carson Williams or whatever, but when you've got a guy who has pop coming up and you try to squeeze him home when he's already in scoring position where a sac fly ties the... It's just horrible programming. Fix your shit. Go to the box score. No home runs allowed. No home runs hit. Caminero 4 hits, Palacios 2 hits, Carson Williams 2 hits, and Jackson Ferris gives up 4, takes his 2nd loss of the year. Clevenger doesn't pitch great either in relief with a hit and 3 walks in 1 inning, and we lose the game 5-4. And I threw this 23-year-old catcher on the board because he was only going to take 1 week to fully scout. He comes in, he's a guaranteed mid-B to low A, in the high 50s to mid 60s. So his contact will be somewhere in the 60s. Not going to have great power, good vision discipline. So he's a really good contact catcher with okay but not great defense and no speed. So at least we know where we stand with him. He's a possibility for maybe pick 51. Discovered 4 more pitchers. Let's find another hitter. Going to check out this shortstop, Alfonso Alvarado. And we win game 3 against the Yankees. Dominguez has 4 hits, including a home run. 3 hits for Figueroa, 2 hits for Carter, 2 hits for Morel. Home runs by Carter, Caminero, Morel, Basallo. McClanahan pitches okay, not great. Guy gives up another 2 runs. But we get the dub, and we win 3 out of 4 from the Yankees in the first series, 2 out of 3 in the second series. So we're 5-2 against the Yankees to start the season, and gets us to 8-8. I'm going to stop right here on the gameplay and see we are half game behind the Orioles, who are 8-7. Again, the division is not the greatest, little middling going on early in the season. Quick look at our stats. Willie Sanchez leading the way, hitting .298 with 4 home runs and 10 RBI already. Carson Williams, .313, 4 home runs, 11 RBI. Junior hitting .246 with 3 and 12. Figueroa, .245. Morel, .193. Evan Carter, .275. Lou's only hitting .167. Trey's hitting .204. No home runs since opening day. Palacios, .281, 4 steals. Basallo, only .146. And rounds it out. Pitching-wise, McClanahan, 3-1, 3.68 ERA. Whip's a little elevated. It's mostly because of his walks. Only allowed 2 home runs. Taj, 1-0, 279. Jackson, 0-2, but a 279. So Shane looks like he's the only one having a lot of trouble. Relief side, Kevin Kelly doing well. Clevenger not doing well with a 2 whip. Uceda, Gratterell's doing great. Roger Guy struggling, 11 ERA, 2.63 whip, 10 hits in 5 1/3 innings. Yeah, he may have to go back down to the minors and get fixed. And Pete's a little bit elevated, but he does have 4 saves. So that's where we stand in our first episode of the season. And I'm going to highlight this series with Baltimore next time and get us probably through this date right here. So we're going to watch some gameplay from this series, do a lot of other simming. If some moments come up, then we will show those as well. But I really want to focus on our division games this year and to see how we stack up since we have the youngest team in the division by far. So if you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit the notification bell so you know when the next episode goes live. And we'll be back very soon with the next episode of the Tampa Bay Rays MLB 25 franchise.